Swimming long course, hashtag, age group champs. I have had my mind blown along with my voice. Just kidding. This whole weekend thus far, it's been absolutely amazing. So, one thing I'm very passionate about is the military. And so one thing, I always do before each and every race is pay honor and respect to our service members and our military members in the house. One other thing that I'm very passionate about is entertainment. If you know my background, I'll get to that here in a little while, maybe tomorrow. But live entertainment. And so we have Mr. Gamilla in the house. Yes, sir. He's getting nervous. I don't know why he's getting nervous. This guy, he's got some amazing pipes. So Mr. Gamilla is actually going to do the anthem live, which is actually going to help us out for YouTube live so we don't get, not trouble, but I think something happened with the Whitney thing. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I do the military thing. So, anybody in the house, upstairs or down on the deck, active, passive, or future, or it just doesn't matter, any part military, any branch, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, ROTC, please rise if able at this time. Stay standing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please make a nice warm round of applause for our service military members in the house. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. We salute you guys. We greatly appreciate your time, your service, and your commitment. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem by Mr. Gamilla.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Day 3 of the 2018 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships. I am your announcer for today, Jason Pfeiffer, and we are here at the beautiful Recplex in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, the Aqua Arena in the Recplex, where 93 teams totaling 1,188 athletes will compete in various events over these 4 days. Once again, we are in day 3. Let's give you a quick rundown of the day's events. We will start off with the 11 and 12 age groups in the 200-meter breaststroke, and that's where we start today with our B final. 11 and 12-year-old girls, 200-meter breaststroke. In lane 1, we'll have Julie Pyatt from Maverick Swim Club. In lane 2, we'll have Gianna Gagliano from Alligator Aquatics. Chicago Latin is in lane 3. That's Kate Pickford. Lily Sandor will be in lane 4 from Scout Aquatics. Kalia Hughes is in lane 5 from Fox Valley. Andrea Paradis is in lane 6 from Hornet. Panisa Piriakulve is in lane 7 from NASA. Maya El Said is in lane 8 from Swift Aquatics. From West Swim Club, we have Gianna Capello in lane 9, and Bryn Kleitch is in lane 10 from McHenry Marlins.
200-meter breaststroke, state and association record 237.90, set back in 2004 by Alyssa Finn of New Trail Swim Club. You know, some of the records we've talked about over the weekend, somebody asked me today what were some of the most memorable swims, and obviously we've had some records set, Leah Hayes being the most prominent of the multiple records she set, Griffin O'Leary, but also in the breaststrokes, Kaylin Gridley. And I would say that some of Kaylin Gridley's swims were the highest quality because they are national qualifying standards that are going to be somewhat competitive. They all start here. They all start in this 11-12 breaststroke. This is where they learn how to swim the race, they learn the strategies, and become more comfortable with it in long course meters. It's not offered very often throughout our season. So this is where they get the experience to be able to field the race in meters.
I continue to be amazed at these young athletes approaching that first 100-meter wall, reaching for it. That is Kalia Hughes, the aforementioned Kalia Hughes, 44.77, 123.03 on her first 100 meters.
Let's talk a little bit more about when we see what's up on the clock. Can you tell our fans first about the pool and the scoreboard and how that relates?
So if you're watching at home, those who are, if you look at our scoreboard, it'll run down lanes 1 through 10, top to bottom. But if you're watching the pool, it is in the reverse. So at the top of your screen will be lane 10, and they go in reverse order. At the bottom of your screen will be lane 1. In the middle of your screen, that is lanes 4 and 5, Lily Sandor and Kalia Hughes approaching that 150-meter wall. Kalia Hughes looking very strong, reaching that wall on her turn, 2:09.52, 46.49 on her split.
Now, when we watch the splits up on the right-hand side of that scoreboard, it talks about where and when it starts. So when an athlete touches the wall, that is when the split stops. When their feet leave the wall, that's when the split starts. So the turn becomes an integral part of what that split becomes, and that's why when you look up there, it isn't just the swim. You're evaluating the swimmer sometimes on their turns as well.
Yeah, the turns make a world of difference, and starting to cut into that lead just a little bit is lane 4. That is Lily Sandor going stroke for stroke with Kalia Hughes in the last 10 meters.
Young under 3 minutes.
Under the flag. Kalia Hughes reaching for the wall at a time of 2:56.90. Lily Sandor will touch second at 2:57.91.
Timber action by request. It's going down. Erica EQ. Lane number 3 from Mundelein Mustang, Sophia Lynn. Lane number 4 from Delta Aquatics, Bridget McGann. In lane 5 from Riptides, we have Miss Leah Hayes. In lane 6 from Chicago Wolfpack, Kayla Duran. In lane 7 from Ultimate Swimming, Miss Burlington Bocos. Lane number 8 from St. Charles, Rose Jania. In lane 9 from Fox Valley, we have Ruhi Cheaton. And in lane 10 from McHenry Marlins, Avery Kleitsch.
All right, championship heat of the 11-12 200-meter breaststroke. Just to kind of give you a comparative of our state and meet record. Our state and meet record at 2:37.90. That is under the current junior national time standard for these young ladies. So it is something that is quite a challenge. In our LSC, you have to swim at 11, 12-year-old. You have to swim a national caliber time to be able to break a record. Leah Hayes this morning in her race was at 118.52 at the 100, being challenged by a nice swim by Kayla Duran of Wolfpack. So I see a pretty good pace going out for both of them at the 100. Let's see what happens on the back half.
I agree with that, Tony. Let's keep an eye on Bridget McGann in lane 4 as well. She will swim a strong race right along with those leaders. On that first turn, 35.96 for Kayla Duran, 35.87 for Leah Hayes.
So the key in breaststroke is body position and underwater racing. Underwater racing means body line. Underwater racing into this turn as we go to the start end, what you're going to see the athletes do as they get elongated, reaching for the wall, is to stay as tight, streamlined underneath their body as they do the turn. In other words, their knees have to tuck up very tight underneath their body. So let's watch this start and turn, their second turn here.
Approaching that 100-meter wall, Leah Hayes in lane 5, Kayla Duran in lane 6, Bridget McGann in lane 4. First 100 meters, 1:16.99 for Miss Leah Hayes.
1:16.99. I don't think Kayla shut off the clock because I think she was much faster than a 1:18 that shows up on the board there. Outside here in lane number 4.
That is Bridget McGann.
Good call on that. She is really pulling a ton of water out front.
Looking very strong is Bridget McGann, like you alluded to earlier, Tony. Streamlined, not a lot of splash in her stroke, but reaching out under that water and taking over second place now, right on the hip of Leah Hayes.
And watch Bridget in particular. Her eyes are facing down towards the front of her hands. She's not wavering, looking side to side, having a great 50 split here.
Another turn, last turn for the young ladies. 1:59.12 for Leah Hayes, but she is not the fastest lady in the water. That belongs to Bridget McGann with a 41.69 split.
And Leah herself was 3 seconds ahead of her pace from the morning, but Bridget even more so.
Bridget McGann in lane 4. She is challenging Miss Leah Hayes with 25 meters left. About a half a length body lead for Leah Hayes. Bridget McGann in second place, and Kayla Duran in lane 6, firmly on third. But let's keep an eye on lane 7. That is Burlington Bocos. Let's see if she can challenge for third.
2:37 is the record. See
Leah
if they can
Hayes,
break 2:40 here. Get
last
in there.
few meters for her, reaching for that wall. She touches at a 2:40.69 time. Bridget McGann will be second with a 2:42.61.
Nice swim, ladies. Great
Very
job
nice
for
swim.
Bridget McCann there.
On to the boys now. 200-meter breaststroke, 11 and 12 age group. In lane 1, we'll have Edgar Rukauskas from Coho. New Trier Aquatics is in lane 2. That's James Sokolis. In lane 3, we have Kyle Algrim from St. Charles. In lane 4, we have Charles Buffton from NASA Wildcat. In lane 5 is Felix Wang from Patriot Aquatic. Thomas Adomaitis will occupy lane 6 from Academy Bullets. His teammate Theodore Nikolov is in lane 7. Thanapat Misakazavake, hard name to say, in lane 8 from Williams Bloomington.
Good try on that one.
Cody Podgorski is in lane 9 from Academy Bullets, and Jaden Bowe is in lane 10 from Swift.
So the AAA time standard, we've talked about the swimming for Team Illinois at the Central Zone Championships up in Minneapolis next week. That time standard 258.59, and nobody in this heat has got that so far. So let's see if we can send some of our top breaststrokers to Minneapolis. And yesterday, we saw a number of breakout swims in the B final. I mean, swims that were just off of the quad A time. Remind folks at home, what is that quad A time? That is a motivational time standard created by USA Swimming over a 4-year period of time. And that is those time standards can be single age based or closed age group based, like the 11, 12-year-olds.
Strong start by all of these young men as they reach that first 50-meter wall, heading into their turn. Hands first, feet last. That is a 39-32 split for Felix Wang, but Thomas Adomaitis in lane 6 with a 39-30.
I'm pretty impressed with the 11-12 boys right here, controlling the race tempo on the way out.
Streamlined swimming like you keep alluding to, Tony, in lanes 4 and 5.
Pretty disciplined for 11, 12-year-olds. You know, they make those coaches and athletes get together after the preliminary rounds. Again, this is prelims and a final event, not a time final event. They make those corrections. They work on those corrections or stroke mechanics during warm-ups. They do pace 50s. So they're really working bit by bit, not whole, to be able to help these athletes make corrections.
Tomas Adomaitis in lane 6. Your leader touching the wall at a 124.62, 100 meters, 45.32 on that 50-meter split.
And here's the challenges with some of the younger boys, the 11, 12-year-olds. As we get into the 13, 14s, we will see a lot more power off walls. And these guys, when they grow, when they hit that growth spurt, you'll start seeing more power underwater. You'll start seeing more power off the walls.
A great turn by Charles Bufton. He is in second place, a slight lead. Right above him in lane 5 is Felix Wang. All 3 middle lanes, very strong swim so far. Let's also look at Theodore Nikolov in lane 7. He is right with those leaders as well.
All right, as we get to this far wall down here, let's see who stays low on their turn. Let's see who doesn't pull themselves up. Any motion going up sure isn't going in the direction we want them to go. Staying pretty low on their turns. Looks like they all had pretty good turns.
That was Thomas Adomaitis staying low, like you said, Tony, 45-53 on that 50 split.
Coming out there in lane number 7, right?
Theodore Nikolov, Academy Bullets teammates in lane 6 and 7. Lane 6, Adomaitis. Lane 7, Nikolov. Challenging, but let's look at lane 4. That is Charles Bufton. He is certainly challenging, and he may have pulled slightly ahead with about 20 meters left. Charles Bufton, Thomas Adomaitis, Theodore Nikolov, last few meters for these young men. Who touches first? It is Nikolov with a 2:53.98. Bufton will touch second with a 2:54.36 time.
He almost dropped 9 seconds in that swim.
Great swim.
Down to the voice of the pool deck and our introduction of our A final.
Here we go. Heat 2A final. In lane 1 from Academy Bullets, we have Andrew Rosa. Lane 2 from West Swim Club, we have Nathaniel Harris. Lane 3 from Glenview Titans, Mr. Henry Chen. Lane number 4 from Ultimate Swimming, Jeffrey Howe. Lane number 5 from Patriot Aquatic Club, Jaden Heinlein. Lane number 6, his teammate from Patriot, Colin Zhang. Lane number 7 from Mundelein, Ernest Rabinovich. Lane number 8 from HFSC, Mitchell Nemec. Lane number 9 from Elmhurst, Nicholas Kamenika. And in lane 10 from the Bullets, we have Michael O'Connell.
All right, championship heat of the boys, 11-12, 200-meter breaststroke. When I watched this morning's swim, Jaden Heidland from PAC, I thought he had the record this morning. Let's see if he's a multiple-time winner in this championship meet already. I think that would really top off a great meet for him if he could take down and meet an association record. That is 240.05 set by Thomas Reedy back in 2015.
I think he was saving it for this final, Tony. I think a record's going down. I think Jaden Heinlein is the young man to do it.
Now
He's had an incredible first 3 days.
We've watched him in some of his races. He's been aggressive, and he's been able to hold it. I think, sometimes we got to talk about being relaxed on that first 50 and the 200. It's about bringing that race home on the back half. Let's watch the turns here. Some of these gentlemen are really working some nice kicking, some gliding. And when I say gliding, it's allowing their body positions to get in line.
34.92 on that first 50 meters for Jaden Heinlein.
Jaden Heinlein's got some tremendous underwater work, too. He's got to take advantage of that in this swim. Now he went out aggressively, a little bit of I want this record type thing. Now he's settled into his stroke. Now he's smooth. Watch that hips go up. His hips are popping. He's finishing his kick. But to his right-hand side.
Teammate, Colin Zhang.
Training partners.
Absolutely. He
Zhang
will definitely challenge.
Beautiful stroke as well.
Yeah, Colin Zhang a little more streamlined than Jalen Heinlein, but certainly Heinlein has that power to make up for that lack of sort of smoothness to his stroke.
All right, he's out plenty fast enough. He's out at 1:15.7. Colin Zhang's out at 1:17. 40.8. He's got to hold to be able to get this cut. He's got to hold at those low 40 splits. Can't jump up, and hopefully his teammate will help push him to that as well. When you're out there by yourself, Leah Hayes does a pretty good job with it, but when you're out there by yourself, you're thinking a lot. You need somebody to give you a race.
And I think his teammate will definitely do that in lane 6. That is Colin Zhang in second place, but we've got some great swimming in lanes 3 and 4. That is Henry Chen from Glenview and Jeffrey Howe from Ultimate Swimming.
All right, at the 150 mark this morning, Jaden was 159.33. He has a 157.36. He is 2 seconds ahead of the record pace.
One of the bright stars in this swim meet, Jaden Heinlein, widening that lead. He's got about a body length lead now over his teammate Colin Zhang above him in lane 5.
He's having an awesome swim as well.
Yes, he is.
We got some great racing going on down here. What I'm impressed with the rest of the field here is they're staying within themselves, increasing their tempo by shooting their hands forward, not spinning, not losing the water.
A battle for third in lanes 4 and 8. Jeffrey Howe in lane 4 and Mitchell Niemick in lane 8.
He's gonna get it.
As Jaden Heinlein touches at a 2:37.84 time. Colin Zhang, his teammate, with a 2:41.48.
And that is a new meet and association record. Congratulations, Jaden.
Moving on to the 13 and 14-year-old girls, their 200-meter freestyle. This is the B final, no C final, just a B and A final. In lane 1, we'll have Atsi Gomez from Sage YMCA. Palatine Park is in lane 2. That is Molly Lumsden. Cadence Fort is in lane 3 from Academy Bullets. A pair of Delta Aquatics teammates in lanes 4 and 5, Corrine Geist and Molly Lubner. Leslie Wendell will occupy lane 6 from New Trier. Her teammate Alexis Wendell will be in lane 7. Michelle Kaner is in lane 8 from Glenview. St. Charles swim team is in lane 9. That is Sophia Muruck. And Audrey Kilmer is in lane 10 from the Byron Tiger Sharks.
All right, all of our field in this B final has achieved the AAA time standard, the Quad A time standard, 2:11.39. Again, that Quad A time standard is a motivational time standard created by USA Swimming. These athletes create targets for themselves throughout the progression. It's about the journey. It's about figuring what the next step is. It isn't always taking one big jump. Sometimes it's cutting your goals in half by finding that next step within your progression.
Well, I tell you, lane 5, Molly Lubner didn't get off to a great jump out of the blocks, but she had great underwater work approaching that first 50 meters. Let's check out her split time. As the feet touch the wall, she clocks in at a 29.87 split. 30.7 is Corinne Geist, right below her in lane 4.
What Molly has is great distance per stroke. She swims a little bit more of a modified straight arm type freestyle. It's something that some of the national team athletes, you got to be strong to be able to hold that over a period of time. So it looks like she's a pretty strong young athlete. Keep an eye up there in lane number 8 and outside smoke again.
Yep.
We haven't called that much, but
Michelle
lane
Kaner
10.
in lane 8. Lane 10, that is Audrey Kilmer. as we approach with the 100-meter split. 1:03.28 for Molly Lubner.
All right, plenty fast enough. She split 33.4 on that split. Now remember, as they go into the walls, from the flags into the wall, back in the flags, you kind of relate that to what the NFL would call a red zone. And that becomes really, really important in maintaining your speed in and out of your turns.
Boy, we certainly have a tight race. It is too close to call at this point, approaching the 150-meter wall. I believe Molly Lubner, Sophia Merck is making a charge in lane 9. Let's see who will touch first. It is Merck, 1:38.51. A great 50-meter split, under 35 seconds.
All right, watch these young ladies. Very noticeable off this far turn. Everybody added in their legs. I can almost hear it through my headset because it was like a little bit of a thunder going on when the athletes added in their name.
We have got a battle. That is lane 9, Sophia Merck.
Who's coming
lane
on in 6?
Lane 6, that is Leslie Wendell. We have got a tight grouping as the ladies swim their last 10 meters. Under the flags they go. Who will touch first?
Who got it?
It is Leslie Wendell in lane 6 with a 2:12.70. Sophia Merck in lane 9 with a 2:12.90. Very exciting swim, ladies.
Now down to the voice of the pool deck, the introduction of our A final.
To the house, bringing it to the house. Heat 2A final. In lane 1 from Chicago Wolfpack, we have Madison Szymanski. Her teammate from Wolfpack, Ryan Grasser. Ryan. Lane 3, also from Wolfpack, Miss Julietta Tracy. Stacking it up in the first 4 lanes from Wolfpack, Miss Piper Wood Prince. Holding it down in lane number 5 from Barrington, we have Emily Bucaro. Lane number 6 from NASA Wildcats, we have Carly Noveline. Lane number 7 from Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell. In lane 8, answering back from Barrington, Miss Lillian Reeder. Lane 9, Miss Addison Dawn Friss from Barrington. And in lane 10, we have from Champaign YMCA, Sally Ma.
All right, this could really, really be a fun race. We watched the relay last night, and a whole lot of those girls that were on those relays going head-to-head with Barrington and CWAC last night are in this event. Carly Noveline set the meet and association record in the 100 free. So watch her as well.
Yeah, a very exciting final we should have. I was going to mention that, Tony, a Wolfpack and Barrington battle here. Julietta Tracy, first 4 ladies, a part of that amazing relay from yesterday.
Out of the gate quickly with the fastest seed time was, Carly Noveline, not the fastest seed time, but Emily Bucaro from Barrington. You know, the Barrington kids are going to finish off their race as well as the CWAC girls. Keep an eye on young 13-year-old that made the final, Sally Ma from Heat. Just popped up into that next age group, and she's in a top 10 final.
28.70 for Carly Noveline in lane 6 on her first 50-meter split.
That meet and association record, 2:01.38. I keep talking about it, reiterating it over and over and over again. That's an Olympic trial time standard. So we have to break national records. We got to get national cuts. But we got some great racing going on across the board.
Approaching that first 100 meters, that is lane 5, Emily Bucaro, right on Noveline's hip above her.
1:00.40 for Noveline.
1:00.82 for Bucaro in lane 5. Bucaro, the fastest lady in the water with a 31:41 split time.
I expect these two to really battle it out, but take a look over here in lane number 3. That's Julietta Tracy, and I believe she's the one that anchored that relay last night.
She is, Tony. Again, a part of that amazing free relay, Julietta Tracy from CWAC. An amazing relay final. Julietta Tracy, that anchor to win that.
Bucaro's going to be looking at Noveline on the way through. Let's see who comes off the wall quickly. Baccaro, 0.2 of a second faster on that split.
32.22 for Baccaro, 32.49 for Noveline.
Now it's an interesting battle here because you see Baccaro breathing towards her competition, Noveline breathing away from it, but they can feel it. I mean, they really feel their competition.
Last 20 meters here. Carly Noveline in lane 6, Emily Baccaro in lane 5. It is going to be a very close finish. Under the flags, these two ladies go. Noveline will touch first with a 2:04.77. Emily Baccaro in second with a 2:05.56.
That's a nice race. Great swimming across the board there.
All right, moving right along. For the boys now, 13 and 14-year-olds, their 200-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we'll have James Dukes from Swift Aquatics. West Swim Club is in lane 2. That is Erkan Ozgen. Ethan Fua is in lane 3 from Patriot Aquatic. Michael Romero is in lane 4 from Cats. Ernest Bertachowski is in lane 5 from Academy Bullets. Maxim Ribchuk from Glenbrook Aquatics is in lane 6. Lane 7 will be occupied by Jake Regenwetter from Champaign. Riley Austin is in lane 8 from Sterling Stingrays. From Swift Aquatics, we have Sifax Rab in lane 9, and Casper Legas from Hickory Willow is in lane 10.
It's a deep event for us because all 20 athletes have achieved the AAA time standard. This heat, again, looking for those breakout swims, just as we saw in the 11, 12-year-olds, right on those quad 8 time standards. And as a sport director, I'm looking to see who's making that move into the top 15% of their age groups across the nation. And it isn't about swimming in a state meet. These guys are swimming against 50 other or 60 other LSCs. There's 59 LSCs, sorry. 58 other LSCs. So they're swimming against people they don't see sometimes. Your leader off the wall.
Leader off the wall, 28.78. That is Bertachowski in lane 5.
Oh, these guys are swimming a pretty good strategic race here. You don't see any white water on their hands out front. So they're not smacking the water. They're cutting the water nice and easy. Rotation, it looks good. They're grabbing the water out front, high elbows out front. So they are pulling water. Watch them as they come off this turn.
Dip and feet to the wall. 31.92 on that split.
Bertachowski,
great underwater work.
Look at his legs
now
right now.
He's starting to build into that lead. Right below him in lane 4, that is Michael Romero. Above him in lane 6, is Maxim Ribchuk.
Let's watch the discipline on the turns at the far end this time. In the girls' events, we saw a little bit of breathing off to either side as they went into their last stroke. Let's see if these athletes stay pretty disciplined.
On the flip and turn, Ernest Bertachowski with a 31.64 split.
He's shooting for a 2:03.09.
He's got a shot if he can increase his speed.
Man, have we got a great race for
25
second
meters. Don't forget about first place. That is
Maxim
Ribchuk in lane 6.
Don't count him out. He's driving hard.
All of these young men are driving hard. Last 10 to 15 meters. Ernest Bertachowski reaching for that wall under the flags. He will touch first with a 2:04.73. Ribchuk in second with a 2:05.23.
Now down to the voice of the pool deck, introduction of our A final.
Fired up, psyched, and focused. Lane number 1 from Wild Kit, Rex Mower. Lane 2 from Delta, Nathaniel Tungle. Lane number 3 from Hornets, William Gallagher. Lane 4 from Barrington, Griffin O'Leary. Lane number 5 from Lions, Mr. Michael Flynn. Lane 6 from St. Charles, Alexei Filipovic. Lane number 7, holding it down from Redbirds, Mr. Tyson Tucci. Lane number 8, we have Mundelein Omar Fatala. Lane number 9 from Fox Valley, Ryan Dorer. And lane number 10 from Peoria, Joshua Knoll.
All right, kind of a repeat from last night. We're seeing some of the same players in the 400 free that are now racing in the 200 free. I predict we have 4 guys under 2 minutes here. You take a look at this field between Flynn, Filipovic, Tucci, O'Leary. We're going to have some great racing going on. Take a look at the bookends, our young up-and-comers in lanes 1 and 10, Maurer and Nall. Those guys are 13-year-olds in a heat with the 14-year-olds right here. They fought their way into this final.
Very impressive. First 25 meters, all these young men off to aggressive starts.
Well, you knew that Tucci was going to be a high-rate tempo on the way out. Filipovic tried to get out nice off his underwater work. He's a strong flyer, so he's always going to come off the walls with some power through his dolphin kicks. Let's watch where he goes.
And flip. First touch will go to 27-19. That is Alexei Filipovic in lane 6.
They still got to stay within each other. They know each other. I think that's why you're seeing a little bit of high energy here on the front half. They saw what happened last night in the 400. They know each other. They race against each other all the time. And we don't want to forget about Griffin O'Leary, who just kind of plays at the back and just lets these guys do their thing and then comes and chases them down.
Yeah, Griffin O'Leary, not the fast starter, but the strong finisher, right?
No, great sign right here. These guys are 29 seconds on the 50 split. What I'd love to see here is another 29-second split down at the far end. That means these guys are going to be chasing under that 158 mark.
Alexei Filipovic in lane 6. Right below him, Michael Flynn battling it out stroke for stroke.
Now, what we saw in the 100 free is Alex won the 100 free but was disqualified. I think he's out to prove a point tonight.
Oh, I think so, Tony.
Just watch this turn.
Split, 127.
30.1. They're going to get home under 30.
10.
Watch this race develop.
Alexei Filipovic in lane 6. Michael Flynn in lane 5. Flynn is trying to catch Filipovic, trying to draft right on his hip as they swim the last 25 meters.
He is drafting. He is drafting. He's in his draft. You're
Michael
right.
Flynn is in lane 5. Alexei Filipovic is in lane 6.
He's going to pull ahead of him.
Michael Flynn has just pulled ahead. I think he will touch first. He will, Tony. 157.50 for Michael Flynn. Alexei Filipovic will touch 7 with a 157.82.
Let's talk about something I left out. 157.50 was the record. Michael Flynn, 157.50. He broke it by 1/100th of a second. Great job, Michael.
Great job, and congratulations to Michael Flynn. We are taking an awards break right now. Illinois Swimming would like to thank the following sponsors, officials, and volunteers. Xfinity is the official cable and internet provider of Illinois Swimming and the official sponsor of all Illinois Swimming Championship meet webcasts. Speedo is an official sponsor of the Illinois Swimming LSC and all championship meets. At Athletico Physical Therapy, we know there is freedom from pain, and you can get back to doing the things you love. If pain is slowing you down, visit athletico.com/appointments to request your complimentary injury screening and start feeling better today. We are proud to be the official provider of physical therapy for Illinois Swimming. Athletico Physical Therapy, better for everybody.
Yeah? Yo, you better come and say, hey, I'm going to be the announcer there. So I want to see some familiar faces. Anybody over here? Yeah? Yeah, you're going to be there? Sweet. Omar's going to be there. You guys are going to be there? Yes. Oh, they're ready. Sweet. Okay, here we go. 61. Okay. Girls 11-12, 200-meter breaststroke. Top 10. Say in 9th place from McHenry, Avery Kleitsch. 8th place from Fox Valley, Ruhi Chetan. 7th place from St. Charles, Miss Rose Jania. 6th place from Coho, Erica Ikiu. 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 Ikuyu. 5th place from Mundelein, Sophia Lynn. Ikuyu. 4th place from Ultimate, Miss Burlington Bokos. 3rd place with a time of 2:47.62 from Wolfpack, Kayla Duran. 2nd place with a time of 2:42.61 from Delta Aquatics, Miss Bridget McGann. And in 1st place with a winning time of 2:40.69 from Riptides, Miss Leah Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your top 10 ladies for the 11-12 200 breaststroke. Congratulations, ladies. When anybody's on the podiums, make sure you're waving to your family and your friends up in the stands, also to the cameras that are up there as well. That is YouTube Live. Everybody who's watching right now, just want to say what's up. Thanks for chiming in. I know that we're having some individuals watching nationally and internationally and in transit, so we appreciate you for being here with us. We know you're here in spirit. We can definitely feel the energy. Coming up next is going to be event number 62, 11-12 200 breaststroke the guys. In 10th place from Academy Bullets, we have Michael O'Connell. In 9th place, from the Bullets, Andrew Rosa. 8th place, from Elmhurst, Nicholas Kamenika. 7th place, from Titans, Henry Chen. 6th place, from West Swim Club, Nathaniel Harris. 5th place, from Mundelein, Ernest Rabinovich. 4th place from Homewood Flossmoor, Mitchell Nemec. 3rd place with a time of 2:47.09 from Ultimate, Jeffrey Howell. 2nd place with a time of 2:41.48 from Patriot Aquatic Club, Colin Zhang. And absolutely crushing the state record. The old one was a 2:40.05 with a 2:37.84 from Patriot, Mr. Jaden Heinlein. Congratulations, guys. Jaden, awesome work, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your top 10 guys. The 11-12 200 breaststroke. Up next is going to be event number 63. All right, here we go. Top 10 for the girls, 13-14 200 meter free. In 10th place from Wolfpack, Madison Szymanski. Ninth place from Champaign, Miss Sally Ma. Eighth place from Wolfpack, Miss Ryan Grasser. Seventh place from Wolfpack, Alexandra Mitchell. Sixth place from Barrington, Miss Addison Donfris. Fifth place, her teammate from Barrington, Miss Lillian Reeder. Fourth place from Wolfpack, Miss Piper Wood Prince. Third place with a time of 2:07.68 from Wolfpack, Miss Julietta Tracy. In second place with a time of 2:05.56 from Barrington, Miss Emily Bucaro. And in first place with a winning time of 2:04.77 from NASA Wildcats, Carly Noveline. Ladies, congratulations. Definitely a highly entertaining race. Make sure you wave into your family and friends after the paparazzi take the photos in front of you. Make sure you're waving and saying hello up on YouTube Live. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the girls. 13, 14, 200 free. Your top 10. Ladies, congratulations. Coming up next, we're going to do event 64. This is the guys, 13, 14, 2 free. In 10th place, from Fox Valley, Ryan Dorer. 9th place, from Peoria, Joshua Knoll. 8th place, from Wild Kit, Rex Mower. 7th place from Delta, Nathaniel Tungle. 6th place from Mundelein, Mr. Omar Fatala. 5th place from Hornets, William Gallagher. 4th place from Barrington, Griffin O'Leary. 3rd place from Redbird with a time of 1:59.73, Mr. Tyson Tochi. 2nd place with a time of 1:57.82 from St. Charles, Alexei Filipovic. And in first place, clipping the state record by 1/100th of a second. It was check this out, 1:57.51 with a 1:57.50 from Lions, Mr. Michael Flynn. Gentlemen, congratulations. Michael, awesome work. Hope that walkout sound helped out. Getting psyched, man. Pumped. Gentlemen, make sure you wave into your family and your friends up in the stands as they're taking some photos and video as well. Wave up to YouTube Live, say what up. Great job, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the boys, 13, 14, 200 free. Once again,
back in action here. The girls, 11 and 12-year-old 50-meter butterfly, event 65.
Still got somebody warming down in the pool right now. Let's take a quick look at the scores while we have a chance. We'll just recap very quickly the top three.
That is the Chicago Wolfpack with almost 2,100 points, 2,097. Academy Bullets is in second place with 1,109 points, and the St. Charles swim team is in third with 1,042 points.
And we'll keep you updated as we go through the night. Remember, relay scored double in this meet. It's 24 for first place, 48 for first place in relays. So relays that have a lot of depth. When you called the relays over the last few days, you were talking about their A, B relay, their C relay, their D relay, whatever the case may be. And those relays, if they qualify or if they swim fast enough, can score a lot of points for a team. And that's where the large point totals will come from. So we're going to start down at the water park end for our 50s. They all finish down at the lake end. If you're watching at home, you'll see beautiful shots of the lake right outside of Pleasant Prairie right here, Recplex. On the other side is a water park where there's an awful lot of kids, and I think our kids would much rather go play in there sometime. But
I would.
I know. But that's we had to take advantage of that. There are some warm-up, warm-down lanes in there, so the athletes have the opportunity, even when the pool is being used during competition, they have the opportunity to go through those doors and do some loosen up before they swim. So we're getting ready for the 11-12 50-meter butterfly, the B final.
Event 65 in lane 1 is Isabella Chow from the Wolfpack. Natalie Sierzanowski is in lane 2 from Fox Valley. Kayla Duran is in lane 3 from the Wolfpack. From Lifetime, Illinois, we have Sophia Gastolik. She'll be in lane 4. Anna Quigley is in lane 5 from NASA. Caroline Owens is in lane 6 from West. Renee Tan is in lane 7 from the Wolfpack. From Moline is Haley Meserly in lane 8. Maya Matthews is in lane 9 from Freeport. And Jennifer Chin is in lane 10 from Patriot. Ladies are in the blocks now once again. 50-meter butterfly, straight sprint race. In the water they go. All of these young ladies off to aggressive starts. Again, this is a dead sprint, so no time to build that momentum. They've got to go straight for it. In lanes 4 and 5, Sophia Gastolik and Anna Quigley as these young ladies swim their last 15 to 20 meters approaching those flags. It is very tough to call. Lane 4, that is Sophia Gastolik, Anna Quigley in lane 5. Who is going to touch first? That is Anna Quigley with a 31:23 time. Sophia Gastolik will touch second with a 31:59. Now on to the pool deck.
That's how it rolls. That's how it rolls. Heat 2A final for the girls, 11-12-50 fly. Lane number 1 from Glenview Titans, we have Sophia Szymanski. Lane number 2 from Chicago Wolfpack, Gabriella Valiz. Lane number 3 from the Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. Lane 4 from Wolfpack, Maya Arroyo. Lane number 5, her teammate from Wolfpack, Jessica Kerpikis. Lane number 6 from Patriot, Miss Annika Parkey. Lane 7 from Swift, Isabella Rosenbergus. Lane number 8 from Wolfpack, Miss Brooke Monecki. Lane 9 from St. Charles, Enya Linzen. And in lane 10, we have Alligator Aquatics, Miss Reese Frighetto.
State and meet record in this 50 meters belongs to Lillian Reeder last year, 28.97. 29.92 was the fastest seat time. That belongs to Jessica Karpakis in this A final. 50-meter butterfly. Diving into the water, these young ladies go. Jessica Karpakis, great underwater work by her as these young ladies approach that first 25 meters. She has got a slight lead, but it is definitely too close to call. Once again, this is a sprint race. So all of these young ladies expelling the energy that they have. In lane 6, that is Annika Parkey. As the ladies are under the flags, who will reach there first? It will be Annika Parkey in lane 6 with a 29.51 time. Jessica Karpakis will touch second with a 29.58. We are moving right along. This is the boys, 11 and 12-year-olds, their 50-meter butterfly. In lane 1 for this B final, we have Ben Longeway from Lake Forest. Jackson Heinlein Presult from the Wolfpack is in lane 2. Joshua DiCasola is in lane 3 from Wheaton. Ilya Rivkin is in lane 4. Andrew Rosa is in lane 5. Kevin Obochi is in lane 6. Artemi Zakokemi is in lane 7. Aiden Music is in lane 8. Henry Guo is in lane 9, and Andrew Spencer is in lane 10. Set are these young men as they dive into the water. Once again, 50-meter butterfly, 11 and 12-year-old age group. Approaching that halfway point, first 25 meters, a great start. That is lane 3. Joshua DiCasola. Andrew Rosa is in lane 5. He is also off to a great start. Last 10 meters for these young men under the flags and reaching for that wall. Who will get there first? It will be Andrew Rosa in lane 5 with a 30.87 time. Joshua DiCasola will touch second with a 30.98. Great swim.
Oh, that song gets me hyped. These guys are focused. Heat 2A final, lane 1 from Fox Valley. We have Christopher Torfey. Lane 2, Mr. Chris Suk from St. Charles. Lane 3 from Patriot Aquatic Club, Diego Rosario. Lane 4 from Lincoln Way, Matthew Johnson. Lane 5, Noah Agotto from Riptide. Lane number 6 from Wheaton, Samuel Lenzian. Lane number 7 from Wolfpack, Wesley Zhao. Lane number 8, his teammate from Wolfpack, Larry Rattler. Lane number 9 from Glenbrook Aquatics, Jacob German. And in lane 10 from Wolfpack, Aaron Gergerovich.
Fastest seed time in this A championship final belongs to Noah Aguado with a 29.53 as these young men get set. Championship final 50-meter butterfly. As they dive into the water, this should be a very exciting race. A lot of young stars here. Noah Aguado, Larry Rattler, and let's not forget about Samuel Lenzian in lane 6. First 25 meters are gone for these young men. There is a pack of young swimmers in the middle of the pool. It is too close to call. 10 meters left as they go under the flags. Who will reach out and touch that wall first? It is Samuel Lenzian in lane 6 with a 29.03. Noah Aguado will touch second with a 29.35. Congratulations to Samuel Lenzian. Next event here, event 67, 13 and 14-year-old girls. This is the 100-meter butterfly, B final. In lane 1, we have Sally Ma from Champaign County. St. Charles swim team is in lane 2. That is Tess Walsh. Claudia Jesnick is in lane 3 from Patriot Aquatic. Paige Armstrong is in lane 4 from St. Charles. Lily Consiglio will occupy lane 5 from YWCA. Emily Baccaro is in lane 6 from Barrington. Jillian Wilson is in lane 7 from St. Charles. Academy Bullets is in lane 8. That is Amy Duhamel. Sophie Ming is in lane 9 from Fox Valley, and Katarina Schneider from West Swim Club is in lane 10.
Like the entire field has the AAA time standard. Punch their ticket to the Central Zone Championships, working on that quad A time of 105.49. 100-meter butterfly. Let's watch. We're going to take a look at the 15-meter mark. These are 13-14s. They're going to be elite swimmers. They're going to be racing against some of the fastest in the nation. We're looking at that Wintrust banner over there. How close can they come to that Wintrust banner as we look across the pool? The far edge of it towards the start end is that 15-meter mark. Let's see if they start pushing the envelope. Not quite, but we're going to get them there.
Yeah, they all pop up out of the water just about the same time. Are these young ladies, again, 100-meter butterfly.
100-meter butterfly, again, even as we talked about in the 200 flies, relaxing the legs. Now it's a little bit higher tempo race, but you still got to have a great second 50. So let's watch and see how quickly they can get their hands on the wall, feet to the wall and off. That's 1.0 seconds or less.
36.6. That is outside smoke. Katarina Schneider in lane 10 with a great first 50 meters.
And as we saw in some instances, sometimes being in that outside lane with only one person next to you is an advantage because there's nobody to draft up on that side of the pool.
Katarina Schneider with a slight lead, but there is a charge right in the middle of the pool. Lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all bunched together tightly as they swim the last 10 meters here. This is going to be too close to call. Let's wait for those times. Who will get there first? Reaching for that wall, it is Emily Baccaro with a 106.60. Touching second is Paige Armstrong with a 106.72.
Now down to the voice of the pool deck, an introduction of our championship final.
The Willies. Get the nervous energy out because here it is, a final. In lane 1 from Swift Aquatics, we have Veronica Peachnick. Lane number 2, Miss Emma Zhang from Cats. Lane number 3 from Express, Olivia Osei. Lane number 4 from Barrington, Miss Addison Don Friss. Lane number 5, her teammate, Miss Lillian Reeder. Lane number 6 from Wildcats, Carly Noveline. Lane number 7 from New Trier, Leslie Wendell. Lane number 8, Christine Kelly from St. Charles. Lane number 9, Julietta Tracy from Wolfpack. And in lane 10 from West Swim Club, we have Lindsay Drum.
Championship final of the girls 13-14 100-meter butterfly meet association record stood since 1999. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
101.44 by Mary DeCenza of Academy. That is 1 full second under the junior national time standard. These young ladies are going to have to be out 28. Whoa. All right.
A little bit of an anxious start there.
Just a little bit of loss of balance. Sometimes it's an interesting concept, but starters have different cadences. In other words, a starter can be very slow and intentional. Take your mark. Other starters will be take your mark. And the athletes, sometimes when they swim from one starter to the next or they rotate through, they're waiting for that same cadence. And occasionally the cadence will be different and their balance gets off just a little bit.
All right, a reset here as the young ladies get back into the blocks.
All right, we're seeing a lot of swimmers starting to double. We see Lillian Reeder, Carly Noveline, Addison Donfries. They're starting to pull a double here. Look at the underwater work in lane number 6.
Underwater work from Carly Noveline. Quick turnaround for her. One of the bright stars. And like you said, Tony, great underwater work through that first 10 to 15 meters.
All right, we didn't watch that Wintrust down at this end. Let's see how many dolphin kicks she takes off this far end wall. Again, it's got to hold the legs back just a hair for this second 50.
Hands, then feet for Carly Noveline. Wow.
Oh, really? It was over on her left-hand side. That was lane number 5.
Lillian Reeder, who has had a great swim as well, 29.92 on that split for Reeder.
And I saw a record earlier today that stood from her 10 and under swim. So she has been progressively moving up the ladder in the LSC.
Lillian Reeder trying to increase her lead, but right below her in lane 4, that's Addison Donfries trying to challenge as well. Lillian Reeder, last 5 meters for her. She will touch first with a 1:03.54 time. Carly Noveline will touch second with a 1:04.59 time. Congratulations to Lillian Reeder. Up next are the boys now. 100-meter butterfly, 13 and 14-year-olds. In lane 1, we'll have Gregory Benson from Delta Aquatics. New Trier Aquatics is in lane 2. That's Ethan Chan. Kane Chris is in lane 3 from St. Charles. Homero Olivares will occupy lane 4 from the Wolfpack. Michael Wairaki from Mundelein Mustangs is in lane 5. Joshua Knoll is in lane 6 from Peoria. Joshua Song will occupy lane 7 from Patriot Aquatic. Tyler Spillane is in lane 8 from Academy. Sifax Rab is in lane 9 from Swift. And Ernest Bertachowski from Academy Bullets is in lane 10.
All right, no athletes under a minute here. 1:00.99 is the quad 8 time standard. They're going to have to be out probably a 27 high, 28 low to be able to have a shot at breaking a minute, but that is a huge barrier for these young men as they move up into senior swimming.
Michael Wairaki with that fastest preliminary time, as all of these young men will approach that first 50-meter wall.
Michael is a 13-year-old from Mundelein Mustangs. Good full pulls.
Hand to feet to wall, 28.33 for Michael Wairaki in lane 5.
Lane 4, best underwater work. That was Homero Olivares from CWAC. Really came off strong off his underwater work.
Yes, he did.
Oh, look at the full pulls out there in lane number 6. That's
That is
Josh
Joshua
Knoll.
Knoll from Peoria area.
He just got out of the 200 free. Maybe he just needed a warm-up.
A tight grouping last 15 meters for these young men. Looks like in lane 6, that is Joshua Knoll.
Oh, 101.04.
He will touch first. 101.04 for Joshua Knoll. Michael Wairaki will touch second with a 101.71.
Good swim, Josh. Now on to the voice of the pool deck and introduction of our A final.
It's about to go down. Heat 2A final from Delta Aquatics, Mr. Nathaniel Tungle. Lane number 2 from Glenview Titans, Mr. Timothy Hayes. Lane 3 from Cats Aquatic, we have Lawrence Wang. Lane number 4 from Barrington, Griffin O'Leary. Lane number 5, Mr. Alexei Filipovic from St. Charles. Lane number 6, Andrew Lynn from Champaign. Lane 7 from YWCA, Matthew Gibson. Lane number 8 from Wolfpack, Darren Rogers. Lane 9 from Bullets, Brian Mendoza. And in lane 10, we have from NASA Wildcats, Sean Sullivan.
Meeting association record, 56.01, set back in 2013 by Franco Reyes.
3 preliminary times under a minute in this championship heat.
And we're seeing some doubling going on. And this is why, folks, these athletes go to 2-day practices. This is why they do their strength training. This is why the training is important. It's not to be able to swim the time fast. It's to be able to recover from one race to the next.
Once again, very impressed by these young athletes, both male and female. I'm getting tired just looking at them sometimes, Tony.
All right, well, Alex Filipovic was right there in the short course winter championship in the 100 butterfly. Now let's see if he's got enough leg left after that tough 200. Let's see if he can bring this race home. He's out at 26.84.
Great split for Filipovic. In lane 6 above him is Andrew Lynn with a 27.39.
Filipovic came out strong off his first 3 strokes. Now here's the middle 25 we talked about. Right in here. Can you hold your stroke? Can you keep your breathing consistent right here?
Trying to hold off Andrew Lynn is Alexei Filipovic. As these young men swim their last 10 meters under the flags, does Filipovic go? He will touch first in his championship final. What will his final time be? 57.09 for Filipovic. Andrew Lynn will touch second with a 57.93. Congratulations, Alexei.
All right, we're taking our next awards break here.
Illinois Swimming would like to thank the following sponsors, officials, and volunteers. The All-American Swim Team store is the official supplier and sponsor of Illinois Swimming and Team Illinois. Oceans Apparel is a proud sponsor of Illinois Swimming. Over the past 17 years, Oceans Apparel has helped organizations raise over $2 million to help support youth athletics. Stop by their booth to pick up your official event merchandise and see all of the different styles and prints they have to offer. Remember to ask the Oceans Apparel representative how they can help raise funds for your organization. Illinois Swimming would like to take this time to thank Wintrust and Marriott, which is an official sponsor of USA Swimming. They would also like to recognize Team Unify, Bag Tags, and Hasty Awards. Special thank you to the Cats Aquatic Club for hosting the 2018 Age Group Long Course Championships. A special thank you to Meet Director Sammy Joe Mailer and Entry Chair Jeff Arce.
Mr. Grudd. Thank you, sir. I saw it. That was like a little side one. It was all like, man, that's under there, man. But I'm here. Talk about some racing, huh? Good Lord. Regarding awards, we're going to be starting with event 65. This is the girls 11-12, 50 fly. Here we go. Top 10. From Alligator Aquatics in 10th place, Reese Frighetto. Lane, or not Lane. 9th place, from St. Charles, Enya Linzen. 8th place, from Wolfpack, Gabriella Valise. 7th place from Bullets, Lauren O'Connor. 6th place from the Titans, Miss Sophia Szymanski. 5th place from Swift, Isabella Rosenberges. 4th place from Wolfpack, Brooke Manecki. 3rd place with a time of 29.99 from Wolfpack, Maya Arroyo. 4/10 of a difference with a 29.58, her teammate from Wolfpack, Miss Jessica Kerpikis. And 0.07 of a difference between first and second with a 29.51 from Patriot, Miss Annika Parkey. Ladies, congratulations. Excellent race. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your top 10 ladies. For the girls, 11, 12, 50 fly. Ladies, make sure you're waving to your family and your friends up in the stands. We are still live on YouTube. Always giving a shout out to everybody that's watching live online. What up? Hope everybody's doing well and having an amazing day. These kids are absolutely crushing it right now. Great job, ladies. Coming up next is going to be event 66, the guys. 11, 12, 50 fly. In 10th place from Glenbrook Aquatics, Jacob German. 9th place from Fox Valley, Christopher Torfey. 8th place from St. Charles, Mr. Chris Suk. 7th place from Wolfpack, Aaron Gergerovich. 6th place, his teammate from Wolfpack, Mr. Larry Rattler. 5th place from Patriot Aquatics, Diego Rosario. 4th place from Lincoln Way, Matthew Johnson. 3rd place with a time of 29.64 from Wolfpack, Mr. Wesley Zhao. 0.3 of a difference with a time of 29.35 from Riptide, Noah Agotto. And in first place with a winning time of 29.03 from Wheaton Swim Club, Mr. Samuel Lenzian. Nice job, guys. Gentlemen, congratulations. Make sure you're waving at your family and friends. Put a smile on for the paparazzi. Good work, guys. Come on down. Up next is going to be the boys. Nope, just kidding. Wait, hold on. I'm lost. Aha, there it is. The girls, 67, 13, 14, 100 fly. 10th place from Swift Aquatics, we have Veronica Peachnick. 9th place from West Swim Club, Lindsay Drum. 8th place from St. Charles, Christine Kelly. 7th place from Express, Olivia Osei. 6th place from Cats Aquatic, Emma Zhang. 5th place from Nutrier, Leslie Wendell. 4th place from Wolfpack, Julietta Tracy. In 3rd place with the 104.96 from Barrington, Miss Addison Don Friss. 2nd place with a time of 104.59, 0.4 of a difference from Wildcats, Carly Noveline. Had some amazing underwater work. And in first place with a winning time of 103.54 from Barrington Swim Club, Miss Lillian Reeder. Nice job, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen in the stands and watching along live on YouTube, put your hands together for the top 10 girls, 13, 14, 100 fly. Those watching along live, sorry for yelling in your face or yelling in your earbuds. Up next, the guys, 13, 14, 100 fly. In 10th place, from Academy Bullets, Brian Mendoza. Ninth place, from Wildcats, Sean Sullivan. 8th place, from Delta Aquatics, Nathaniel Tungle. 7th place, from Glenview Titans, Timothy Hayes. 6th place, from Cats Aquatic, Lawrence Wang. 5th place, from Wolfpack, Mr. Darren Rogers. 4th place, from Barrington, Griffin O'Leary. 3rd place with a time of 58.92. From YWCA, Mr. Matthew Gibson. 2nd place with a time of 57.93 from Champaign, Andrew Lynn. And in 1st place with a winning time of 57.09 from St. Charles, Mr. Alexei Filipovic. Great swimming, guys. Make sure you wave, smiling to your family and your friends up in the stands. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and put your hands together for the boys. 13, 14, 100 fly. Your top 10. Coming up next is going to be event number 69, the girls 11-12, 200 IM.
Moving right along in the action, this is the B final event 69, 11 and 12-year-old girl, 200-meter IM, the individual medley. In lane 1, we'll have Ruhi Chetan from Fox Valley. Kayla Duran is in lane 2 from the Wolfpack. Her teammate will be in lane 3, Zainab Uryaman. Annika Parkey will occupy lane 4 from Patriot Aquatic. Gabriella Veliz is in lane 5 from the Wolfpack. Isabella Palmerio is in lane 6 from NASA Wildcat. Rachel Krafsoff from Glenbrook is in lane 7. From West Swim Club, we have Gianna Capello in lane 8. Jenna Hendrickson will be in lane 9 from Wheaton. And from the Scout Aquatics, we have a Lily Sandor in lane 10.
Meeting association record of 222.87 was set this morning by Leah Hayes. We'll see her in the next heat.
Yes, we will.
Love the 200 IM, love the 400 IM. Those are the next two events we got coming up. Shows versatility in an athlete. Great programs create those young athletes a foundation to be able to swim all 4 strokes in multiple distances. And that foundation helps them grow and be able to choose what event works for them at different ages and through their growth and development. 200 butterfly, 50 fly, 50 back, 50 breast, 50 free in that order.
Yeah, again, it's one of my favorite events as well, Tony, the individual medley, showing that versatility, showing that all of these young athletes are strong in all 4 of these particular disciplines.
So our leader at the 50 wall.
32.49, that is Gabriella Veliz in lane 5. Right below her in lane 4 is Annika Parkey with a 33.52. Right above Gabriella in lane 6 is Isabella Palmerio with a 34.03.
Let's talk a little bit about the differences between turns and transitions. The athletes here are actually transitioning muscle groups. Butterfly and breaststroke are considered short axis stroke. Freestyle and backstroke, long axis stroke. So as they go into the wall, you're going to watch them transition from backstroke to freestyle. Some athletes will do an actual back to breast turn. We saw that in the senior competition. These athletes were doing what's called an open turn. They get a much bigger breath, and hopefully their underwater pullouts are that much farther.
So they alternate between the short and long axis strokes in this IM?
Yep, and then when they are changing that muscle groups, this is something that does need to be practiced. The IM training actually builds up the most lactic acid in an athlete's body because they are changing muscle groups so often.
Gabriella Valise in lane 5 with a body length lead, swimming her breaststroke leg very strongly, very streamlined. Not a lot of splashing going on, looking very relaxed.
Well, here's where she has an advantage. She comes off that wall. Everybody's still swimming breaststroke, which is a slower stroke than freestyle. Even if it's a half a second lead, she has the opportunity to take 2 or 3 strokes advantage over the rest of the field when they're still either in their transition stage or swimming breaststroke.
48.02 on that split for Gabriella Valise, 201.04.
46.0 by Kravchkov from GA. Nope, 45.7 by Duran was the fastest
time. And that is lane 2, Kayla Duran. As we have a very tight battle for second place here. That is too tough to call.
You can see how the lead got widened just off of that transition, the breaststroke to freestyle transition.
Last few meters for Gabriella Valise. She will touch first with a 2:35.80 time. Rachel Kravtsov will touch second with 2:38.71.
Great time drops. Now to the voice of the pool deck and the introduction of our A final.
That as well. In lane 1, ladies and gentlemen, from St. Charles, we have Enya Linzen. Lane number 2 from Academy Bullets, we have Lauren O'Connor. Lane 3 from Wolfpack, we have Renee Tan. Lane 4, her teammate from Wolfpack, holding it down, Maya Arroyo. Lane number 5 from Riptides, Leah Hayes. Lane number 6, Bridget McGann from Delta Aquatics. Lane number 7 from Ultimate Swimming, Miss Burlington Bocos. Lane 8 from Swift, we have Isabella Rosenbergus. Lane 9 from Delta Aquatics, Chloe Diner. And in lane 10 from Fox Valley Riptides, Megan.
So that meeting association record broke by Leah Hayes this morning. I would suggest that if I'm thinking what our coach was talking to you about on the pool deck, that next challenge is a junior national time standard of 2:20.99. As well as she's been swimming in finals, I think she probably has a shot at it. Let's watch these athletes as they go through this transitional stages of strokes and see who attacks the backstroke here. Backstroke is the key, one of the key elements. Great underwater work over here in 4. That was Maya.
Yep, Maya Arroyo, another bright star having a great swim meet. But Leah Hayes just took a peek at Maya Arroyo. I don't know if you saw that, Tony.
I always want to know what that competition is, right?
Yes, indeed.
They're age groupers. They're still racing.
Leah Hayes, one of the future stars of Illinois swimming and probably USA swimming as well. Hand to wall.
0.2 of a second faster than her prelim time, 30.29. Maya Arroyo right on her hip. Maya's a good backstroker, so I watched the challenge here come from this backstroke leg. The key here, be somewhat aggressive on your backstroke, keep the tempo up, but don't overuse the legs because that breaststroke needs the power in those legs.
Still head in the middle of that lane is Leah Hayes, swimming a textbook backstroke, but like Tony said, Maya Arroyo in lane 4, right below her, swimming very strongly as well.
Leah Hayes 107.7 on her 100 in prelims, 107.01, 0.7 of a second faster. And the back to breast transition, this is where it's key. Good back to breast transition over here in lane 2.
That is Lauren O'Connor from Academy Bullets. A great transition in lane 6 as well, Bridget McCann from Delta.
This is where if an athlete overuses their legs on their backstroke and their fly, this is where they feel it. The breaststrokers here, the natural breaststrokers have a good feel of the pressure of the water on their feet, are getting a lot of power out of their kick here.
A lot of power, streamlined swimming, still head from Leah Hayes, approaching that 150-meter wall. We will check her time as she reaches out, hand to wall and feet.
She's about
she goes.
2 seconds faster than her split, improved her breaststroke split by over a second,
41.79 for Leah Hayes, 148.80.
And we're looking for 220.99, which is that USA Swimming Junior National Time Standard.
Widening her lead.
Here comes on Arroyo over there in lane number 6 is Bridget McCann.
A battle for second place, lane 6, Bridget McCann. Maya Arroyo below her in lane 4. But again, this is Leah Hayes' race. She touches that wall at a 2:21.39. Who will get second? Is it McGann? No, it will be Maya Arroyo with a 2:27.68 final time. McGann will finish third.
And it goes unnoticed, but that is a new LSC and meet record.
Leah Hayes continues to impress as we are going to move right along now. This is the boys' 200-meter individual medley. In lane 1, we'll have Kyle Algrim from St. Charles. Charles Tracy will occupy lane 2 from the Wolfpack. Out of Academy, we have Andrew Spencer in lane 3. Brady Johnson will occupy lane 4 from West Chicago. Wesley Zhao from the Wolfpack will be in lane 5. Diego Rosario from Patriot Aquatic, he is in lane 6. Jackson Heinlein Prezalt from the Wolfpack will be in lane 7. Nathaniel Harris is in lane 8 from West Swim Club. Cody Podgorski will occupy lane 9 from Academy. And from Lake Forest Swim Club, we have Ben Longeway in lane 10.
Meeting Association record 220.44, set back in 2013. These young men, majority of them already have that AAA time standard of 238.49. Big jump to quad A, 230.79. Let's see who can break 235 in this field.
Lane 5 in the middle of your screen is Wesley Zhao from the Wolfpack. But all of these young men are off to a very strong start, approaching that first 50 wall.
Who's got that most relaxed stroke out there? Who's not overusing their legs too much? Look at lane number 6 out there. That is Diego Rosario from PAC.
32.10 for Diego Rosario on his split.
Nice
32.20. Jackson Heinlein Prezalt in lane 7.
Rosario, nice backstroke, head still coming on strong over here in lane number 4 on his backstroke leg. That is Brady Johnson.
Yes, that is Brady Johnson with a slight lead at this point.
Let's watch the back to breast transitions. Now what we've seen so far is the athletes will grab the top of the gutter, top of the touch pad, pull themselves in, their body in. The goal is not to go up high, just to continue the momentum in and out of the wall.
Nice turn by Brady Johnson. 37.97 on that split, 1:11.29.
Underwater pullout goes to lane number 3. That contest is Andrew Spencer from Academy.
Great underwater work by Andrew Spencer. Great underwater work as well by Diego Rosario in lane 6, right on Brady Johnson's hip. And also lane 5, that is Wesley Zhao.
For you that are watching at home, if you're looking to say pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, some of the times they are picking it up, but they are adding the pressure underwater, not adding the stroke count.
Again, that breaststroke is the slower stroke, so those split times will be a little bit elevated.
Again, nice transition over here in lane number 4.
Brady Johnson once again.
Brady Johnson off the wall like a shot.
The fastest swimmer in the pool, however, is lane 8, Nathaniel Harris from West Swim Club. Great split for him.
Race is on right now. Brady Johnson looks pretty strong right now. Good active legs. They're coming on strong in lane number 5.
That's Wesley Zhao right behind Brady Johnson as Brady Johnson tries to hold him off under the flags. Brady Johnson goes. Wesley Zhao trying to challenge. Brady Johnson, however, will touch first with a 2:31.43. Wesley Zhao will touch second with a 2:32.02.
We're getting some great breakthrough swims, almost quad A time. Now the introduction of our A final.
Here we go. Heat 2A final. In lane 1 from Mundelein Mustangs, we have Ernest Rabinovich. Lane 2, Mr. Kevin Obachi from Highland Park. Lane 3, Academy Bullets, Mr. Andrew Rosa. Lane 4, we have Chris Suk from St. Charles. Lane number 5, Jaden Heinlein from Patriot Aquatics. Lane 6, his teammate from Patriot, Colin Zhang. Lane 7, Jeffrey Howe from Ultimate. Lane 8, Artemi Zakir-Kemeny from Alligator Aquatics. Lane 9, Jonathan Wang from Wheaton. And in lane 10, we have Mitchell Nemec from HFS.
Championship final here in the 11 and 12-year-old boys individual medley 200 meters. Fastest preliminary time belongs to Jaden Heinlein, who also may have a shot at a state and meet record held by Yizan Al-Sader with a 2:20.44 was that state record.
Well, Jaden has been swimming lights out all weekend. He shows a propensity to finish his races off strong. We'll kind of follow him through his prelim splits. And the most relaxed I see him is almost on his butterfly. I mean, he takes that. He's getting good full pulls here, but being challenged to his left over there in lane 6 by Colin Zhang, his teammate.
Yep, from Patriot Aquatic.
31.17 and that is exactly the same time he went out this morning.
Very consistent by Jaden Heinlein. 31.27 in lane 4. Below him is Chris Suk.
He's got to find a way to drop a full second somewhere in this race. Very comfortable backstroke, good backstroke leg over here in lane number 4. That is Chris Suk.
Yep, head still by Chris Suk. Very relaxed strokes here. Keeping a nice pace with your leader, Jaden Heinlein, approaching that 100-meter wall.
106.54 was the split on the way out. He is 0.5 of a second faster almost.
106.18, that split time for Jaden Heinlein, 35.01.
All right, here comes the strength in the 200 IM. It's transitioning quickly, so it's not taking half the pool length to be able to find your breaststroke stroke. And we look over there in lane number 6.
Colin Zhang, his Patriot Aquatic teammate.
Right away over here in lane number 7 as well.
That is Jeffrey Howe from Ultimate Swimming. Starting to gain ground on those leaders. Also having a strong breaststroke. That is lane 4, Chris Suk.
All right, Jaden was a 42.39 on his breaststroke split this morning.
Let's check this next split out. 42.18 for Jaden Heinlein, 148.36.
148.36. He's about 0.6 of a second faster. He's got to get home here to take this record down. He's got to have that closing speed. 220.44 is the time he's shooting for.
25 meters left for Jaden Heinlein. A body length and a half lead over second place. That is Colin Zhang, his teammate in lane 6. Under the flags, does Jaden Heinlein go? We will check out his time. It's going to be close to a record. Let's see. 2:20.73 for Jaden Heinlein. And Colin Zhang, his teammate, will touch second with a 2:25.79. Congratulations.
Now we are heading into a time final event. This is the fastest seed of the 400 individual medley. We will take it down to the pool deck for the introduction of your top 10 seeds.
The girls 13-14 400 IM, a final. In lane 1 from St. Charles, Miss Paige Armstrong. Lane number 2 from McBullets, we have Ashley Seago. Lane number 3 from St. Charles, Naomi Ruff. Lane 4 from Lake Forest, Mary Grace King. Lane 5 from the Bullets, Nina Mullen. Lane 6 from the Bullets, Katie O'Connell. Lane 7 from Wolfpack, we have Alexandra Mitchell. Lane number 8, we have the Bullets once again with Cadence Fort. Lane number 9 from St. Charles, Miss Sarah Jass. And in lane 10 from New Trier, Kaylin Gridley.
All right, this is the top 10 seeds. It is a time final event. Earlier swims today, Julietta Tracy out of Wolfpack, 5:11.20. That time would seat her in the top 3 right now. Sometimes coaches will choose to swim their athletes in an earlier heat or actually seed them slower so they'll swim in the morning and have more left at night for a specific event. What I'd love to see out of this group, just love it, would see somebody break 5 minutes.
It would be nice, Tony. 400-meter IM, the individual medley for these young ladies, 13 and 14-year-olds. Off to a strong start. Excuse me, Tony, that is lane 5, Nina Mullen.
Meet and association record is 4:54.50, set back in 1994 by Lauren Silva.
A long-standing record.
We're going to get that one of these days.
31.62 for Nina Mullen from Academy Bullets, right in the middle of your screen in lane 5 with a great first 50.
All right, a little different strategy, 400 IM to 200 IM. All right, they're focusing on each 100 individually and focus on effort in that second 50. Even if it's, you think negative split, you think all second 50s of each one of the stroke is going to be something you're going to drive.
Naomi Ruff in lane 3, having a very strong first 100 butterfly right there with Nina Mullen. First 100-meter split, 36.26.
I like Mullins back to breast transition, or excuse me, fly to back transition. Really came in strong, stayed low in the water, got her knees up underneath her quickly, got off the wall fast.
107.88 that first 100 meters for Nina Mullen.
Beautiful backstroke in lane number 3. That's Naomi Ruff from St. Charles. Look how relaxed the shoulders are, not tight. Sometimes you can tell with a backstroke if their neck is really tight. In other words, there's a lot of tension there. They try to make their shoulders loose, but it's got to go all the way through the neck and the back.
A nice backstroke by Katie O'Connell in lane 6 as well, looking very relaxed. Maybe trying to draft a little bit from Nina Mullen as she flips into as they continue the backstroke.
And ways to be able to make up. Remember, when the coaches are talking about second 50s being the strategy, focus on it doesn't start after you push off. It starts going into the flags. So the athletes have to actually pick up their tempo, use their energy a little bit more going into the wall. That's how they build out.
Katie O'Connell trying to cut into that lead a little bit of Nina Mullen. Again, she is looking very relaxed. That head is still. Nice, calm strokes as
they're going to be way out under 230.
Another
225 is the halfway point.
As they transition to the breaststroke now, 37.92. Katie O'Connell, just mentioned her, with a great split time in lane 6.
Mullen really reaching very quickly to her body line, pressing that kick. O'Connell right on her hip. This is going to make for a good race. If they stay within each other, that helps each other push each other through the back half for the 400 IM.
Nina Mullen in lane 5, Katie O'Connell in lane 6, Academy Bullets teammates. So they've gone through this before, as you have mentioned, Tony, with some of these teammates and these young athletes. They know how to push each other.
Well, Nina's taken the least amount of strokes in the pool. When you say that, at least amount, people think, well, is that good? Yeah, it's actually good if she's going faster than everybody else with better efficiency. 41.29, but also a 41.99 by Katie O'Connell, so she's still hanging tough.
Keeping great pace with her teammate is Katie O'Connell in lane 6. Below her in lane 5 with about a body length lead is Miss Nina Mullen.
Why over here in lane number 2 coming on strong on her backstroke leg is Ashley Seago as well.
Ashley Seago from Academy Bullets.
And we really want to make a big point of why efficiency pays off, why taking the least amount of strokes and going powerful strokes saves the legs for the freestyle. Let's see who's got closing speed. She's got a shot at breaking. If she can break 110 on the way home, she's got a shot at breaking 5 minutes.
42.87, that last split for Nina Mullen, starting to increase her lead as they go into the
Here
freestyle
comes
now.
Katie O'Connell.
She is right behind her teammate Nina Mullen. Enough race left to go for Katie O'Connell to catch Nina Mullen, but Nina Mullen's swimming very consistently.
See if she can hit a 35-second split here on that. And this is the hard 50. This is the one going from breaststroke to freestyle. Can they find their stroke?
As she
What's the
flips
split?
and dips.
35-3, she's got a shot at it.
35-37 for
And
Nina
I see
Mullen.
her coaches down. I see her coach Jeremy down on the deck. He knows what's at stake here. He's jumping up and down. He's trying to get her home, trying to get both athletes home. Katie O'Connell as well.
With a great split time was Katie O'Connell, so she is challenging Nina Mullen last 25 meters. Katie O'Connell trying to take over that lead from Nina Mullen as she is holding off Katie O'Connell. Again, lane 5.
59.9, come on.
Let's check that time as Nina Mullen goes under the flag. She will touch first
Yeah,
with a
good job.
4:59.19 time. Congratulations, Nina Mullen.
And just off the junior national time standard as well. So that 5:11 that we saw earlier in the day by Julietta Tracy, that 5:11 is going to hold up for a third place swim, and that was swum earlier in the competition. Great swim.
Great
Teammates
swim,
giving
ladies.
each other a hug. Great job, ladies. So we're going down to the pool deck for our introduction of the top 10 seeds of the 13-14 boys 400 IM.
Moving up there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is event number 72, the boys 13-14 400 meter IM final heat.
That's going to get him a top 6 swim out of the morning. Our next awards break, and then we're on to our relays.
While we are waiting for that awards break,
All right, here we go. Up next, event 73, the girls 11-12 400 free relay.
Along, we are in the girls 11 and 12 age group, 400-meter freestyle relay. St. Charles swim team will be in lane 1, St. Charles A. Academy Bullets A will be in lane 2. Delta Aquatics A team will be in lane 3. Chicago Wolfpack B relay will be in lane 4. The Wolfpack A relay will be in lane 5. Fox Valley A relay will be in lane 6. NASA Wildcat A will be in lane 7. Chicago Wolfpack C relay will be in lane 8. West Swim Club A relay is in lane 9, and Maverick Swim Club A is in lane 10.
All right, meet an association record 4:08.78 set back in 2017 by the Wolfpack. All right, leadoff swimmer, strong leadoff leg over there in lane number 5.
Lane 5, Chicago Wolfpack A. That is Jessica Karpakis. As we will get into the second leg here in St. Charles. For St. Charles A in lane 1 will be Kate Lewandowski. For Academy A in lane 2, Anna Bavari. Christine Jimenez is for Delta Aquatics A in lane 3. Ivy Chan for Wolfpack B is in lane 4. Brooke Manicky from Wolfpack A will be in lane 5. Kalia Hughes from Fox Valley A will be in lane 6. Dominique Barkmeyer for NASA Wildcat A will be in lane 7. Isabella Chow for Wolfpack C is in lane 8. Caroline Owens is in lane 9 for West Swim Club A. And for Mavericks A Swim Club, or Mavericks A Relay, excuse me, is Elizabeth Ronsky.
101.64 for CWAC on their first leg. They are on pace for that record pace.
CWAC A 30-31 on that last split. As we will move into the third leg, it will be Sydney Jenkins in lane 1 for St. Charles A. Sadie Murphy will be in lane 2 for Academy A. For Delta A, we'll have Bridget McGann in lane 3. For Wolfpack B, we'll have Josephine Pankow in lane 4. Gabriella Valise is in lane 5 for Wolfpack A. Ava Moscow is in lane 6 for Fox Valley A. Sienna Boone is in lane 7 for NASA Wildcat A. For Wolfpack C, we have Jada Lathrop in lane 8. Fiona Hawk is in lane 9 for West Swim Club A. And for Mavericks A, we have Julie Pyatt.
And 2:04.14 for CWAC. They're halfway to that record right there, that 4:08. When you come down to the other end, if you're watching from home, watch the relay exchanges, watch the girls with their hands out front. They're making a little hole, a little target, and they're looking through that, and they're following their teammate all the way to the wall.
29.68 for CWAC A. That is Gabriella Valise swimming that third leg with a big lead.
And it's got to come down to second 50s for CWAC here. So the relay exchanges, watch the young ladies on the block. It's a concert. It's a dance between the girls in the water and the girls on the block. You have to finish hard for the girls on the block to get off. CWAC's going to break this relay. That swimmer, that third leg right here, has got to drive this finish.
As we move on into that anchor leg in lane 1, it will be Victoria Zielinski for St. Charles A. Samantha Smith in lane 2 for Academy A. Caitlin Jones will be in lane 3 for Delta A. Amelia Mariano for Wolfpack B will be in lane 4. Maya Arroyo anchors that leg for Wolfpack A in lane 5. Ms. Leah Hayes will be in lane 6 for Fox Valley A, Megan Marquardt will be in lane 7 for NASA Wildcat A. Zaynep Ariaman will be in lane 8 for Wolfpack C. For West Swim A, we'll have Elizabeth Lehman, and anchoring the Maverick A Swim Club will be Haley Swatland in lane 10.
Wolfpack's got to come home a 102 on this last leg. They're out 29.5. It's got to be a good, that middle 25 right here looks strong. Look at lanes 3 and 4, though, racing hard for that second place. That's Delta and CWAC B.
Lane 3 and 4, Delta and CWAC B are racing for second as CWAC A will take this final. We have coming up in lane 7, that is Wildcat A challenging for third place, and lane 3, Delta A, or CWAC B, in lane 4 will finish second, and Wildcat A will finish third.
Pretty exciting way to start out the evening. We've had records. We've had some great relays right here on relay number 1. We got 4 relays tonight instead of 1. So the 11-12 boys are up next.
In lane 1 for Chicago Wolfpack C will be Jonathan Blackman. In lane 2 for Cats Aquatic A, Edward Zhao. For St. Charles A, we'll have Chris Suk in lane 3. Stephen Grud from Academy Bullets A is in lane 4. From Wolfpack A relay, we'll have Aaron Gregorovic in lane 5. Colin Zhang from Patriot Aquatic A relay in lane 6. From the Wolfpack B relay, we'll have Jackson Heinlein Prezalt in lane 7. Jaden Vo for Swift Aquatics A will be in lane 8. Nicholas Myers from West Swim Club, their A relay, will be in lane 9. And Samuel Lynn Zion from Wheaton Swim Club A relay will be in lane 10.
This never ceases to amaze me after a hard 3 days of swimming, how quickly they got off the blocks on that start.
You can tell these young athletes definitely want to win these relays. In lane 5, that is CWAC A. Aaron Gregorovic off to a great start.
Now, the one thing to watch here, though, is he was not breathing on his first 35 meters. Over on his left-hand side.
That is lane 6, Patriot Aquatic A and Colin Zhang.
And it comes down to understanding 100-meter races. It's being able to be efficient, fast, easy speed.
27.99 for CWAC A, 29.84 for Academy A in lane 4. As we move on to the second leg, it will be Charles Tracy for CWAC C in lane 1. David Cohan from Cats Aquatic A will be in lane 2. William Dutmeyer for St. Charles A will be in lane 3. Cody Podgorski from Academy Bullets A will be in lane 4. Peter Nolan will occupy lane 5 for Wolfpack A. Diego Rosario is in lane 6 for Patriot A. From Wolfpack B, we'll have Turner Ferguson in lane 7. Zachary Guerrero is on that second leg for Swift Aquatics A in lane 8. Henry Guo is in lane 9 for West Swim Club A relay. And Joshua DiCasola will be in lane 10 for Wheaton Swim Club A.
Lanes 3 and 4 right now. St. Charles and Academy A starting to make a little bit of a move, but out there in lane number 9.
That is West Swim Club A. Approaching another split, 29.01 for Pack A in lane 6.
Well, that meet record is 4:01.15 set back in 2012 by Fox Valley Swim Team.
Coming up on that third leg, it will be Owen Brown from the Wolfpack C relay in lane 1. Miles Parker will be in lane 2 for Cats Aquatic A. Kyle Algrim will be on that third leg for St. Charles A in lane 3. In lane 4, we'll have Andrew Rosa from Academy A. Wesley Zhao will be in lane 5 from Chicago Wolfpack A relay. Felix Wang will be in lane 6 from Patriot Aquatic A relay. Victor Margetta will be in lane 7 for Wolfpack B. Mateo Young will be in lane 8 from Swift A. Hank Newcomer will be in lane 9 for West Swim Club A relay. And Rubenis Stakavicius will be in lane 10 for West Swim Club A relay.
All right, well, we got a big battle going on between Pack and CWAC. Good relay exchange by St. Charles A in lane number, that was lane number 4. That's Academy A with a great relay exchange.
29.19 CWAC A in lane 5 on that last split.
Meet record 4:01.15. We got to have somebody in this group that's going to break that 1-minute barrier. And for Pack, we got Jaden Heinlein, right?
Moving into that anchor leg, it'll be Matthew Mingmong for Wolfpack C in lane 1. Timothy Yu will be in lane 2 for Cats A. Bennett Stevens will be in lane 3 for St. Charles A. Theodore Nikolov will be in lane 4 for Academy A. Steve Tapia will be in lane 5 for Wolfpack A. Jaden Heinlein, aforementioned, will be in lane 6 for Pack A. Larry Rattler will be in the lane 7 for Wolfpack B. Dragos Kozma will be in lane 8 for Swift A. For West A, we'll have Nathaniel Harris, and anchoring the Wheaton Swim Club A leg will be Jonathan Wang in lane 10.
CWAC with a great relay exchange in the last 25 by that third leg has extended their lead.
29.02 CWAC A on that last split.
Heinlein with a 29, let him show up there, but he had a good split.
Heinlein trying to catch CWAC.
Look at the race down here in 2, 3, and 6.
2, 3, and 6. Cats A, St. Charles A, and Pack A. As CWAC A will bring it home with a time of 4:04.82. Pack A will touch second with a 4:06.70. And Academy A will touch third with a 4:08.80.
And again, this is a time final event, so teams from the morning session can score in that top 10.
All right, we are at the 400-meter freestyle relay, girls, ages 13 and 14. St. Charles B will be in lane 1. That's Jillian Wilson. Chicago Wolfpack B will be in lane 2 with Ryan Grasser. Lauren Beigel is in lane 3 for West Swim Club A Relay. Emily Bucaro will occupy lane 4 for Barrington Relay A. Wolfpack A Relay in lane 5. Alexandra Mitchell starts that off. Sophia Muruck for St. Charles A will be in lane 6. Academy Bullets A Relay. Nina Mullen in lane 7. Leslie Wendell for Nutria Aquatics A Relay in lane 8. From Delta Aquatics in lane 9, Lauren Willie. And from Glenview A Relay, we'll have Camilla Novak in lane 10.
All right, fastest time swum earlier in the session was Pack A with a 4:12.08. So that 4:12.08 would put them in the top 10 if they were to swim that time off what's on paper. But as we've seen so far this weekend, on paper doesn't mean a whole lot. If
this 400 relay is as exciting as the 800 relay from yesterday, Tony, I think we'll have another outstanding race.
All right, we got some good leadoff legs here.
In lane 4, Barrington A Relay. That is Emily Bucaro off to a good start.
Lane number 6, or is that 7? 7.
Academy A and Nina Mullen. Approaching that first 50 wall.
Nice split on the way out.
28.60 for Barrington. 29.32 for CWAC A in lane 5.
Nice leadoff legs here. Coaches have different strategies for the relays. You want to go fastest to slowest, or you're going to put somebody out that's going to get you a lead so your relay exchanges make a difference.
Madison Supple will be in lane 1 for St. Charles B. Genesis Munoz Aviles for Wolfpack B will be in lane 2. Bailey Racky for West Swim A will be in lane 3. Lauren Holman for Barrington A will be in lane 4. Madison Samansky for Wolfpack A will be in lane 5. Molly Yetter will be in lane 6 for St. Charles A. Katie O'Connell will be in lane 7 for Academy A. Jane Sanderson will be in lane 8 for Nutria A. Ella Schrader for Delta A will be in lane 9. And Michelle Kaner is in lane 10 for Glenview A Relay.
Academy and Barrington both out under a minute, but in the middle of the pool in lanes 5 and 6 coming on strong now is CWAC and St. Charles.
CWAC in lane 5, St. Charles in lane 6. But lane 7, that is Academy Bullets A. And Katie O'Connell on that
nice
leg.
400 IM earlier, so she's back to backing it right now.
Into the third leg we go. It'll be Naomi Ruff in lane 1 for St. Charles B. Sophie G will be in lane 2 for Wolfpack B. Kendall Pickering for West Swim A will be in lane 3. Lillian Reeder will be in lane 4 for Barrington A. Piper Wood Prince will be in lane 5 for Wolfpack A. Caitlin Suda will be in lane 6 for St. Charles A. Grace Hagemaster will be in lane 7 for Academy A. Alexis Wendell will be in lane 8 for Nutria A. Corrine Geist will be in lane 9 for Delta A. And for Glenview A in lane 10 is Caitlin Evans.
Meet record is 3:56.62 set by Fox Valley Swim Team back in 2017. These athletes got to be under a minute each.
28.79 for St. Charles A in lane 6.
Barrington 27.98 on the way out.
Great swim so far.
It's going to get tight. Who's our anchor legs?
Anchor legs will be in lane 1, Paige Armstrong for St. Charles B. Hannah Nat in lane 2 for Wolfpack B. Katarina Schneider in lane 3 for West A. Addison Domfries in lane 4 for Barrington A. Julietta Tracy anchoring another leg for Wolfpack A. In lane 5. In lane 6 is Christine Kelly for St. Charles A. Tegan Osga will be in lane 7 for Academy A. Kaylin Gridley will be in lane 8 for Nutria A. Molly Lubner will be in lane 9 for Delta A. And Hannah Shimada is in lane 10 for Glenview A.
Academy still hanging on right now, coming up strong in lane number 5.
That is CWAC A.
It boils down to this last 50. Who's going to attack the turn?
Barrington.
Can't glide in when you're trying to catch up. You got to attack your wall. Barrington in lane 4.
Barrington in lane 4, 28.74, 28.09 for that split for CWAC A. As these teams are racing the last 25 meters in lane 4, that is Barrington. And that is Addison Donfries. In lane 5 is Julietta Tracy trying to catch her in lane 5.
The 800 relay last night. Can she do it
Julietta,
again?
can she do it again? Julietta Tracy, I think she will. She will. It is CWAC A and Julietta Tracy anchoring another leg, taking home the win for CWAC A. 4:01.59 is their final time.
I don't know. How do we top this?
I don't think we can, Tony. I don't think we can.
All right, guys, bring it. We've seen some great racing out of the 13-14 boys this weekend. Just a group of guys that just love racing hard. Let's see what happens here.
NASA Wildcat A relay will be in lane 1. That's Andrew Kelly. Mason Hodge will be in lane 2 for Delta A relay. Michael Romero will be in lane 3 for Cats Aquatic A. For Academy Bullets A, we'll have Ernest Bertachowski in lane 4. Alexei Filipovic will start off for St. Charles A relay. Luka Simic will be in lane 6 for Swift Aquatics. Andrew Vitek will be in lane 7 for West Swim A. Darren Rogers for Wolfpack A will be in lane 8. Joshua Hume will be in lane 9 for Glenbrook Aquatics A. And in lane 10, George Wang for Fox Valley A.
Meeting Association record 340.75. It stood since 2009.
Aggressive
Alexei
start.
Filipovic looks like he wants the record, and he's taking it out very aggressively to see if he can get that time that he missed out in the 100 freestyle. That is not a split for him right now, but he goes out 2 seconds faster than everybody at the 50. Come get me.
Yes, indeed. That is St. Charles A and Alexei Filipovic. As we move on to the second leg, it'll be Philip Spagnolo for NASA Wildcat A in lane 1. Nathaniel Tungle will be in lane 2 for Delta A. Hunter Jackson will be in lane 3 for Cats Aquatic A. Brian Mendoza will be in lane 4 for Academy A. Jack Redden will be in lane 5 for St. Charles A. James Dukes will be in lane 6 for Swift A. Andrew Gilbert will be in lane 7 for West Swim Club A relay. Homero Olivares will be in lane 8 for Wolfpack A. Yuan Ko will be in lane 9 for Glenbrook A. And for Fox Valley A, we'll have Arnav Deshpande.
St. Charles with a big lead at the 150.
120.09, 26 flat on that last split.
Again, a fresh swimmer in the water, fresh swimmer in the air. Some of these swimmers are going to be diving through some wash here at the end. That's what gives St. Charles a huge advantage as they're swimming through still water all the way to the wall.
Moving into that third leg, it will be Sean Sullivan for NASA Wildcat A in lane 1. Gregory Benson will be in lane 2 for Delta A. Jonathan Farber for Cats A will be in lane 3. Tyler Spillane will be in lane 4 for Academy A. Kane Chris will be in lane 5 for St. Charles A. Sifax Rob will be in lane 6 for Swift A. Luke Thorell will be in lane 7 for West A. Donald Taylor will be in lane 8 for Wolfpack A. Andrew Lubashenko will be in lane 9 for Glenbrook A. And Ryan Dorr will be the third leg for Fox Valley A in lane 10.
All right, we're seeing a lot of aggressive first 50 swims here off the relay. There's so much close racing going on. They're being very aggressive on their first 50s. And the key here is being able to finish off that last 50, the middle 25, head down into the flags. We've seen that most of the evening.
2:17.82 for St. Charles A as they move on into that anchor leg. It will be Lachlan Andrew for NASA A in lane 1. Ben Martin for Delta A in lane 2. Lawrence Wang in lane 3 for Cats A. Academy A will feature Isaac Sherman in lane 4. St. Charles A in lane 5, Ethan McMillan. Dimitri Zemanidis is in lane 6 for Swift A. Erkan Ozgen is in lane 7 for West A. Victor Sandoval will be in lane 8 for Wolfpack A. Maxim Ripchuk is in lane 9 for Glenbrook A. And Fox Valley, their anchor leg will be Alex Shen in lane 10.
The race came back to the field. CWAC A over there in lane 8 had a great third leg, pulled them back into second place. St. Charles, I think, has got too much of a lead here. But look at this race for second.
It is a battle for second. It is too close to call as St. Charles A is trying to hold on to their lead. Last 25 meters, lane 6, that is Swift Aquatics. And that is Dimitri Zemanidis having a great final leg. As St. Charles A is trying to finish off this race, they will touch first. Who will be second is the question that needs to be answered. It looks like it will be Swift Aquatics A in second place. St. Charles at a 3:48.43. Swift Aquatics in lane 6 with a 3:51.23.
Whoa. There was no time in between those to even come down. You just had to keep going. Man, that was exciting.
Very exciting relays for all teams. Very, very exciting, and congratulations.
All right, we got relay awards coming up. We're going to wrap up with some recognition of our sponsors, some team scores after the relays are all calculated here before we sign off.
All right, as we get ready for those awards, I would like to take this time out to thank the voice of the pool deck, Mr. James Balser, and thank our webcast crew, of course, led by Tony Young. I would like to thank Matthew Ward, Miss Tamara Knighton, and Eddie Parker, helping things run smoothly here at the 2018 Age Group Championships. Thank you to our crew. We would also like to thank some officials and volunteers. I would like to start off with a special thanks to meet referee Jack Yetter and administrative referee Tim Kroll and all of our officials. Xfinity is the official cable and internet provider of Illinois Swimming and the official sponsor of all Illinois Swimming Championship meet webcasts. Speedo is an official sponsor of Illinois Swimming LSC and all championship meets. At Athletico Physical Therapy, we know there is freedom from pain and you can get back to doing the things you love. If pain is slowing you down, visit athletico.com/appointments to request your complimentary injury screening and start feeling better today. We are proud to be the official provider of physical therapy for Illinois Swimming. Athletico Physical Therapy, better for everybody.
Yes, okay. Top three. Third place with a time of 4:21.26, NASA Wildcats, which was Palmerio, Barkmeyer, Bone, and Mark Quartz. Second place with a time of 4:18.78. Chicago Wolfpack. And with a new state record, old one was a 4:08.78. New one is 4:07.24. Chicago Wolfpack. That was Jessica Kerpikis, Brooke Manecki, Gabriela Veliz, and Maya Arroyo. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise for your top three teams for the girls 11-12 400 free relay. Congratulations, ladies. Make sure you're waving to your family and friends. We need the 11-12 boys from PAC to report to the awards. 11-12 guys from PAC. Going once. Oh, okay. Thanks. That almost sounded like a mic drop. I think I see the 11-12 guys from PAC making their way over there. Next awards are going to be for the guys 11-12 400 free relay. Your top 3 teams. In third place, with a time of 4:08.80, we had Academy Bullets. Their A relay, which was Stevie Grud, Code Podgorski, Andrew Rosa, and Theodore Nikolov. Third place with a 4:06.70, Patriot Aquatic Club. In second, with Colin Zhang, Diego Rosario, Felix Wang, and Jaden Heinlein. And in first place with a 4:04.82, Chicago Wolfpack. And that was Mr. Aaron Gergerovich, Peter Nolan, Wesley Zhao, and Steve Tapia. Gentlemen, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen in the stands and watching live on YouTube, put your hands together and make some noise for your boys. The 11-12 400 free relay. Gentlemen, congratulations. Excellent racing. Don't forget to wave to your family and friends up in the stands. Moving right along for event number 75. This is now the girls 13-14 400 free relay top 3. In third place with a 4:03.97, Academy Bullets. That was Nina Mullen, Katie O'Connell, Grace Hagemaster, and Tegan Oska. Master. Second place with a 4:01.83, Barrington Swim Club. That was Emily Bucaro, Lauren Holman, Lillian Reeder, and Addison Donfris. 0.3 of a difference with a 4:01.59. Chicago Wolfpack. That was Alexandra Mitchell, Madison Szymanski, Piper Wood Prince, and Julietta Tracy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen in the stands and watch along live on YouTube, put your hands together and make some noise for your girls. The 13-14 400 free relay. Ladies, congratulations. Solid work. Great swimming. Yes. Event number 76, the guys, 13-14, 400 free relay, top three. In third place with a time of 3:52.38, Chicago Wolfpack. That was Homero Olivares, Donald Taylor, Darren Rogers, and Victor Sandoval. In second place with a time of 3:51.23, Swift Aquatics. That was Luca Simic, James Dukes, Syfax Rob, and Dimitri Zemenitis. And in first place with a winning time of 3:48.43, St. Charles Swim Team in the house. Getting at it was Alexei Filipovic, Jack Redden, Kane Kriz, and Ethan McMillan just dominating out there. One last time, ladies. 400 free relay.
All right, before we sign off today, we will give you a rundown of the final day of the 2018 Illinois Swimming Age Group Championships. In preliminaries, we will start off with the 11 and 12-year-olds in the 200-meter backstroke. We will move on to the 200-meter individual medley, 13 and 14-year-olds. That'll be followed by the 100-meter butterfly, 11 and 12-year-olds. The 50 freestyle is next for the 13 and 14-year-olds, followed by the 11 and 12-year-olds in the 50 free. A brief break after that. Then we will start our medley relays, 11 and 12-year-olds, 400 meters. And then we will have the 13 and 14-year-olds with their 400 medley relay. And we will end preliminaries with the 800 freestyle, 13 and 14 age group.
Now that 800 freestyle, the early heats will be swum in the afternoon, and then we'll see the top-seeded heats at night.
Preliminary action, just to remind you all, will start at 8:30 in the morning.
So let's kind of recap what happened today. In prelims, Leah Hayes broke her 200 individual medley record, the LSC and the meet record. She came back tonight and broke it again, so she broke it twice tonight. Raquel Maldonado from CWAC set a new 10 and under girls meet record in the 100 butterfly. We look at tonight, Jaden Heinlein set a record in the 11-12 boys 200 breaststroke. Michael Flynn, new meet and association record in the 13-14 boys 200 freestyle. We talked a little bit about Leah and her record. And then tonight, the 11-12 400 freestyle relay of CWAC A set a new association record in the 400 freestyle relay as well. So again, every night, meet and association records. Team scores before we sign off tonight.
The Wolfpack are leading with 2,696 points. Academy Bullets is in second place with 1,514 points. St. Charles Swim Team is in third with just over 1,405 points to be exact. Fox Valley is in fourth with 983.5 points. Patriot Aquatic is in fifth place with 946.5 points. And Glenview Titan will round out the top six with 780 points. So that'll do it for another exciting day. Day 3, we have day 4 coming up. Preliminary action once again, starting off at 8:30 in the morning. For Tony Young, I am Jason Pfeiffer. We will see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the rest of your night.